In Hollywood, scandals don't just happen, they explode. And the latest shockwave hit when rumors spread that Taylor Swift herself was arrested right inside Travis Kelce's Kansas City mansion. Yeah, you heard that right. Taylor Swift, handcuffs, a raid, a legal storm that nobody saw coming. But was this really about Taylor? Or was she just a pawn in someone else's messy game? Stick around because in a moment you'll hear why a stranger allegedly tried to serve her papers at her boyfriend's home and why this is far bigger than just a simple legal dispute. It started on a quiet evening in Kansas City. Taylor Swift was visiting Travis Kelce at his sprawling mansion, the kind of place that screams privacy and luxury. And then chaos. Police rolled up to the gates. Not a polite knock, not a casual inquiry. This was a full-scale raid. Sirens, lights, the works. Inside, sources say Taylor was blindsided. She wasn't the target. But when you're in the middle of a storm like this, it doesn't matter. Her name instantly became tied to the chaos. And in the world of abloids, perception is everything. Imagine it. 1 minute, you're sipping wine in the kitchen of your NFL superstar boyfriend's home. The next, you're surrounded by officers, cameras waiting outside, and your reputation dangling on the edge. For Taylor, the arrest rumor was born right there in that moment. But here's the twist you probably didn't know. She wasn't actually being arrested at all. The truth is far stranger, and we'll get to that in just a moment. So why Taylor? Why drag her into a feud that didn't even start with her? Well, because when Taylor Swift's name is involved, the story becomes unstoppable. Hollywood insiders say this all started with tension around It Ends With Us, the film starring Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. On the surface, it was just a movie, but behind the scenes, things were ugly. Clashing egos, creative control, and most dangerously, fan armies ready to pounce on social media. Now add Taylor to the mix, Blake's best friend. Suddenly, she's not just a global superstar minding her business, she's collateral damage. And stuck around because coming up, you'll hear how a single text message allegedly escalated this feud into a full-blown media frenzy. The arrest wasn't just about one raid, it quickly spiraled into a legal tough-war. On one side, Blake Riley, fiercely protective of her project and with Taylor in her corner. On the other, Justin Baldoni, actor, director, and someone not afraid to push back hard. Fans say Justin's team wanted to make an example out of the chaos, that if they could spin the narrative to make Taylor look guilty, even just by association, they'd win the court of public opinion. Suddenly, Taylor wasn't just visiting her boyfriend. She was in the middle of a battle over credibility, power, and control of a Hollywood film. And in that battle, truth becomes blurry, rumor becomes weapon, and celebrities, they become pawns on a chessboard. To understand why Taylor was dragged in, you need to understand the feud. Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni wasn't just creative disagreements. This was personal. Blake, known for protecting her image and her circle, clashed with Justin's ambitious vision for It Ends With Us. Sources whispered about shouting matches, tent-set visits, and a film that was supposed to unite people, now dividing them. And where does Taylor fit in? Right at Blake's side. Because when you mess with Blake, you risk dealing with the Swift effect. Millions of fans ready to defend at immense notice. Stick around because coming up, we'll reveal the shocking dragon reference in a text exchange that escalated everything. That's the backdrop, and it's exactly why when the raid at Kelce's mansion happened, some say it wasn't an accident. It was a way to rattle Taylor and by extension rattle Blake. Let's be clear, Taylor wasn't the target of a drug bust or tax investigation. She was collateral. Wrong place, wrong time. But when your boyfriend is Travis Kelce, one of the most famous athletes in America, and you're the biggest pop star on the planet, the story writes itself. All it took was one headline. Taylor Swift arrested in Kansas City mansion raid. No context, no clarification, just shock value. And once that headline hit, the internet did the rest. Memes, conspiracy theories, fan wars. Suddenly people were asking, was Taylor protecting Blake? Was this connected to the film drama? Was there more we didn't know? Taylor didn't need to be guilty. In Hollywood, all you need is association. It didn't take long for Taylor's camp to respond. Her rep moved fast, calling the arrest rumors completely false, reckless, and a cheap attempt at weaponizing her name. They stressed Taylor wasn't detained. She wasn't charged. She wasn't even a suspect. She just happened to be there. But here's the problem. In the digital age, the denial never travels as far as the lie. The Taylor Swift arrested story had already gone viral. Screenshots, tweets, TikToks, millions saw the rumor before the truth. And that's the double-edged sword of fame. You can shut down Thestory, but you can't erase the stain. Even after the denial, the fallout kept growing. Blake Lively fans swore Justin Baldwin's camp was behind the smear. Justin supporters accused Taylor's camp of spinning the raid into a sympathy card. Meanwhile, Travis Kelce, he's caught in the middle too. The NFL hates distraction, and having your mansion tied to a celebrity arrest isn't the kind of press they want. The feud that started with a film script was now bleeding into relationships, careers, and reputations. And Taylor, she became the unwilling centerpiece of a drama she never signed up for. Stick around, because in a moment we'll break down exactly what her lawyers did to shut this down, and how they might have set a precedent for celebrity legal protection. So, what's the bigger picture here? Taylor Swift was never really arrested, but the fact that so many believed it shows you just how dangerous Hollywood's rumor machine can be. This wasn't about guilt or innocence. It was about power. It was about using Taylor's name as leverage in a battle that had nothing to do with her. And in the process, it revealed something bigger about Hollywood itself. In this industry, truth isn't what matters. What matters is who controls the narrative. And in this case, Taylor Swift became the headline. Because when Hollywood feuds collide, no one is safe from the fallout. Not even the biggest star on the planet,